Hey guys, it's Adrian here, the Canadian in a t-shirt, and today I'll be breaking down how to open an investing account with Questrade, specifically the brand new First Home Savings Account or FHSA. This account has finally been released for Canadian first-time home buyers, so in this video I'll go over the benefits of the FHSA, why you should choose Questrade for your investing goals, and I'll do a step-by-step walkthrough on how to open an FHSA account with Questrade. As always, I include timestamps for each chapter, so feel free to skip ahead. Before we jump in, I have something very exciting to announce. This is my first sponsored video ever. I've been running this channel for almost 4 years, and I've never taken on a sponsorship. I promised myself I wouldn't do it unless it was a company that I truly love, and I couldn't ask for a better fit than Questrade, my favorite online broker. I've already made a ton of Questrade videos for free, so I'm proud to say that now I'm getting paid for this one. I'll include this official disclaimer in the box below, so thank you Questrade for sponsoring this video, and let's jump in. The FHSA, or First Home Savings Account, is a brand new tax-sheltered account designed to help Canadians save up for a down payment on their first home, and it combines the best benefits of both the TFSA and the RRSP. All the money you put into the FHSA can be invested, grown, and eventually withdrawn totally tax-free, just like the TFSA. And even better, whatever money you contribute will deduct from your taxable income, which lowers your tax bill, just like the RRSP. So when you put money into the FHSA, you can claim a tax deduction. So when you file your taxes, you'll receive a tax refund. And you can use this tax refund to invest further and grow your portfolio even faster. Or if you expect your income to grow, you can carry forward this tax deduction to a future year and collect an even bigger tax refund. Check out my video on delaying tax deductions. It works the same way for both the RRSP and the FHSA. With the FHSA, you can hold stocks, bonds, ETFs, and REITs, and they will all grow tax-free. So any profits from dividends or capital gains are yours to keep. No taxes and no worries. Note that US dividends will be subject to a 15% withholding tax, just like a TFSA. Honestly guys, the FHSA is a game changer and one of the most powerful investing tools we now have as Canadians. But there are a few rules to follow. This account has a lifetime contribution limit of $40,000 and an annual contribution limit of $8,000. So right now, you can put in $8,000 into your FHSA, and if you keep it up every year, you'll be able to max it out in 5 years. But keep track of all your contributions. It is your responsibility to ensure that you don't exceed your limit. To open an FHSA, you must be 18 years old, you must live in Canada, and you must be a qualified first-time home buyer. That doesn't necessarily mean that you've never bought a house. It means that in the past 5 calendar years, you did not live in a house that you own or your spouse or common law partner owns. So if you live with your spouse in a condo that they own, you can't open an FHSA, even if you yourself have never bought a property. But on the flip side, if you do own a house as a rental property and you've never lived in it, then you are eligible for this account. So open up an FHSA and start contributing to it. You'll reduce your tax bill and your investments will grow tax-free year after year. And when you're ready to buy a home, that money can be withdrawn. Again, 100% tax-free. Just as long as you are buying or building a home in Canada, it will be your primary residence and you have a written agreement to purchase that home. If you meet those requirements, then you won't pay any tax on the withdrawal. That includes your contributions and the investment income earned. You can use that money towards the down payment or anything related to the purchase, like closing costs, legal fees, and moving costs. And good news, the FHSA can be used with the homebuyer's plan. You don't have to choose one or the other. The homebuyer's plan allows you to withdraw from your RRSP up to $35,000 tax-free. But you have to pay it back into your RRSP over the next 15 years. The FHSA is simpler, no taxes and no repayments. But again, feel free to use both. Even if you're not planning on buying a house anytime soon, you should still open an FHSA. You can keep this account open for up to 15 years, plenty of time to save up for a down payment. Plus, you get 15 years of tax-free growth and tax refunds on your contributions. If you never end up buying a home, you will have to close the FHSA after 15 years or when you reach 71. If that happens, you can transfer your FHSA into your RRSP or your RIF with no tax penalties. Otherwise, you can withdraw that money, but it will be taxed as regular income, and you'll pay upfront withholding taxes, the same as an RRSP withdrawal. So that's the beauty of the FHSA, but why should you choose Questrade? Questrade is my favorite brokerage. I've been investing with them for years, and here's why. They were one of the very first online brokers in Canada. They've been around for over 23 years, but they're still innovating and adding new features like instant deposits, extended trading hours, the new Questrade Edge mobile and Quest mobile apps, live stock quotes, and the ability to hold both Canadian and US dollars. All great features, and they don't make you pay a monthly fee for it. In fact, there are no monthly fees or maintenance fees or anything like that. It's a fully loaded platform with no annoying limitations. It has all the power and features you'll find at the big banks, but it's half the price. That's why I switched. Most of those brokers will charge you $10 in commission fees every time you buy or sell a stock or ETF. That can really add up. But with Questrade, you pay half as much. When you buy or sell stocks with Questrade, you'll usually only pay $5 in commission fees. And even better, they charge no commission when you buy ETFs. This makes a huge difference, especially for beginners who are just starting out. I'll break it down. Questrade's commission is priced at 1 cent per share with a minimum of $4.95 and a max of $9.95 when you buy stocks. Buying ETFs is commission free. Simply put, if you buy 500 shares or less, you'll only pay $5. It's very unusual to buy more than 500 shares in a single trade, unless you're spending tens of thousands of dollars, or you're buying penny stocks. For me, the biggest benefit of Questrade is the ability to hold Canadian dollars and US dollars. Other brokers will automatically convert everything into Canadian dollars, so they'll charge you a 1.5% currency conversion fee every single time you buy or sell US investments. With Questrade, your US investments remain in US dollars and your Canadian investments remain in Canadian dollars. This saves you a ton of money in the long run. With Questrade, there's no monthly fees or activation fees. That's what I love about them. You only pay commission when you actually buy stocks. If you don't touch your portfolio, it won't cost you a thing. You'll just need an initial deposit to open your account. For the new FHSA account, you'll only need $250 to get started with Questrade. For other account types, like the TFSA, RRSP, and margin account, you'll need to deposit $1,000. But if you're a younger investor, 25 or below, Questrade will reduce this to a $250 deposit for all self-directed accounts. But today, we're opening an FHSA, so you'll only need $250 for all ages. And once you put that money in, you can buy stocks and ETFs with it right away. So that's why Questrade is my favorite investing platform. Now, let's jump into a step-by-step walkthrough on how to open and fund a Questrade account. Make sure you use my referral link in the box below, Canadian T-shirt, and you'll get $50 in commission-free trade rebates for the first 30 days when you sign up. That basically means that your first 10 stock trades will be commission-free. That saves you $50, plus I'll get a small referral bonus as well. Here's how you do it. Go to any one of my YouTube videos, including this one, and scroll down to the description box, click Show More, and go to the Questrade referral section, and click my referral link there. It will take you to the Questrade landing page, click the green button, Open an Account. Now you have to choose what type of account you want to open. As soon as you select one, my referral code will pop up. I'll show you that in just a minute. In this top section, we see the most popular account types on Questrade. Here are the top 3 accounts available to all Canadians: the margin account, TFSA, and RSP. The margin account is a non-registered account, so there are no limits, but you will be taxed on all dividends and capital gains that you earn. The TFSA and RSP are tax-sheltered accounts, and I've already covered these in detail in my past videos, so check those out. Note that the RSP is the same thing as an RRSP, it's just a name change. Here we see the new First Home Savings Account, FHSA, and it is finally available as of April 1st. Click here to see more account types, and they are separated by different categories. Click Retirement, and we see a bunch of options like spousal RSPs, LIRAs, and RIFs. If you have a corporation, click on Entity, and you can open a corporate margin account. If you have children and you want to open up an RESP, click on Education, and you can open an individual RESP or a family RESP. Another option here is the Quest Wealth account. This is a more passive, hands-off approach. You don't pick your individual stocks or ETFs you want to buy. You just answer a questionnaire and put money in, and they will automatically build a portfolio of ETFs to suit your goals. But today, we're going to be opening up the First Home Savings Account, FHSA. You can click here to see more details, which we've already gone over. So we click Add. And you see here, my referral code, Canadian T-shirt, pops up, confirming that you'll receive that $50 trade commission rebate. If you click View Details, you will see the eligibility requirements, which we've already gone over. This is important. It is your responsibility to make sure that you meet the requirements and that you are eligible for the FHSA. Questrade will not do this for you. So let's do it. We click the green button, Open Now. First step is to create a user ID. Once again, we get confirmation that my referral code, Canadian T-shirt, has been applied. So you'll get that $50 bonus. Enter your contact info, name, email, phone number. Verify your phone through a text message, username and password. Now you have to build your profile. It guides you through the process. So start with personal info. Enter more info like date of birth, marital status, and residential address. Next, employment information, starting with our employment status. Are you a student, retired, or employed? If so, enter your employer's contact info. Now some yes or no questions. Are you a securities dealer? Basically means, are you a stockbroker or do you work at a bank as a financial planner? If so, there are some rules you'll have to follow, but for most of you, the answer is no. Next, are you a major shareholder of a company? Basically, are you in a position where you could commit insider trading? Again, the answer is probably no. Last question is essentially, do you have significant political power? Again, answer is probably no. Next is financials. Make sure you enter everything in Canadian dollars, starting with your annual income. Next, liquid assets. That's savings, cash, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, anything that you could sell right away. Fixed assets are much more difficult to sell, like your house or your car. Liabilities are your debts, like your mortgage, credit card debt, student loans. Putting these numbers together will give you your total net worth. Finally, we have tax residency. This one is very important, so make sure you answer all the questions truthfully. Are you a resident of Canada? You don't have to be a citizen or a permanent resident, but do you live in Canada? Do you pay Canadian taxes? The answer should be yes. Social insurance number, this one is very important. This is how the government identifies you, so make sure you enter it correctly. The United States has special rules, so you have to declare were you born in the US and are you a US person, meaning are you a resident of the United States. Finally, are you a tax resident of anywhere other than Canada or the US? Great, our profile is complete. Now we can set up the account itself. Follow the process, it will guide you through the whole thing, starting with account details. Do you want to trade options? I personally don't trade options, but if you select yes, in the trading platform, there will be an extra section where you can buy stocks or options. What is the purpose of this account? Choose the options that apply to you. We are opening an FHSA, so it will be a home purchase. Initial deposit, how much money do you want to put into the account on day one? Remember, when opening an FHSA account with Questrade, the minimum deposit is only $250, but you can always go higher. Today, I'm just putting in $250. Next, consent and communication. This is where you set your preferences on how you want to receive information and materials as a shareholder, things like voting rights, quarterly statements, that kind of thing. Persons with financial interest, will there be someone else who has access to your account? For me, it's just myself, so I select no. The agreements, make sure you read them all and accept. I'm not going to show them in this video, so I'll skip ahead. That's it for the questions. Now we have to sign some forms. Click the e-sign button. These will be electronic signatures through DocuSign. Statement of acceptance, that's a Questrade form. And then W-8 ban, that's a form with the US government. Essentially, this form allows Questrade to reduce the withholding taxes that you pay on US dividends. Normally, US dividends are charged a 30% withholding tax, but because of a tax treaty between Canada and the US, by filling out a W-8 Ben form, you're able to reduce this withholding tax from 30% down to 15%. So it's very important to fill it out. Just follow the instructions on the form. Next, upload any documents they ask for. They might ask for government-issued photo ID, like a passport or driver's license, or any supporting documents. Last step is to fund your account. Remember, for an FHSA, the minimum deposit is $250. For other account types, the minimum deposit will be $1,000 unless you're a younger investor, 25 or below, in which case the minimum deposit is reduced to $250 for all account types. To fund your account, you have several options. The quickest and easiest method is instant deposit, where your money will be available to trade instantly, as long as you have a Visa debit card or Interac debit card. I have a whole video tutorial on how to do instant deposits on Questrade, so check that out. The tried and true method is online banking. This will work with any Canadian bank account, but it will take 1 to 2 business days for the money to arrive. All you have to do is go to your online bank account and add Questrade as a payee and pay yourself the same way you would pay a phone bill or internet bill. I covered how to do this step by step in this past video. Pre-authorized deposits are great if you have a US dollar bank account. This allows you to deposit US dollars directly into Questrade without doing any currency conversion. You can also use this to set up recurring deposits. Let's say you want to put money in automatically on a monthly basis. You can also transfer money and investments from your bank or broker into Questrade. And if your bank charges you transfer fees, Questrade will reimburse you up to $150. I have a whole video tutorial on how to make this transfer. Check it out. For today, I did an instant deposit. I'll be using Visa Debit, and it will be going into the new FHSA account that we just opened. Add your debit card and enter the amount you want to deposit, in this case $250. Again, check out my instant deposit tutorial if you want to see all these steps in detail. So my instant deposit went through, and now my brand new FHSA account is open and funded. You can see it has a cash balance of $250 ready to start investing. For a step-by-step guide on how to buy stocks and ETFs with this cash, check out my previous Questrade tutorials. So there you have it. That's how you open a Questrade investing account. We opened the brand new FHSA account, but the same steps apply for all account types. And you can get started with as little as $250. Again, if you want to get started with Questrade, click my referral link in the box below to get $50 in commission-free trade rebates for the first 30 days when you sign up. Plus, you'll have to support my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Every thumbs up and comment really does help me build this channel here on YouTube, and hit that bell icon to be notified of my new videos. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Canadian T-shirt, click the link in the box below or click the links on my homepage. And once again, thank you to Questrade for sponsoring this video. So thanks everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Canadian in a T-shirt. Bye guys.